Evening, folks. KT here. Looks like we're looking at Everyday KT number 107. So today we got a couple of cool things. As I said, I'm out here in the garage if you hadn't noticed, and I did a little fun with this today. Still a little warm, but what we did do, we had some good fun here, and as you can see, let's see if I can do this. Got all kinds of cool little. I got my Kiltman key fob, key rings that I'm, key fob and kilt pins that I'm making. Made a whole bunch of those, and I found this. Hey, Carly, Frank. I found a mold for this. It's really narrow. It's too heavy for a kilt pin, but it's too thin to stand up on its own. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. I might just give it away. But if you'll notice, it is a little Kiltman right there. So we'll see what happens with that. The other cool thing is I've got my tumbler here, and in the tumbler is something that someone is gonna get. I decided, where is it? Nope, he's over there actually. Key fob, yeah, that's one of them. I decided that I'm not gonna sell these. I'm gonna make them. I'm just gonna give them away. So, because they're a pain in the butt to make, I made another one of these. You guys remember him? The Kiltman. So, somebody is going to get one of these. I only made one because it took me 5 tries to get this to actually work properly. So, I've got the whole garage set up here. We've got the pewter casting here, and I seriously upgraded the old kit for my pewter casting. Ta-da! Of course, a piece of First Weave, Brotherhood of the Kilt tartan. A little bit of this goes into every batch of pewter. Gloves. Almost burnt the crap out of myself today. And boom, here we go. All organized, ready to go. Here's all the different molds that I use. And all the tools. And then you've got all the other bits and pieces that are necessary. The clamps, the blocks that I use to actually hold the Kiltman mold together. Got to have a bunch of these bad boys. So, made some huge progress today on getting all that squared away. Now, boom, it's all right here. Everything I need. Well, oh, the big ones are too big for a keychain there. Let me show you in a sec. I gotta get this put back down. Where are you? There you are. There we go. Okay. Sitting here messing around with the toolbox. So, this guy is huge for a keychain. Look, let's give you an idea here. This is my Kiltman kilt pin. Or the Kiltman key fob. This is that dude that I found the mold for. Look at the size difference there. Huge difference. So, I don't know. That might be a bit big. And it's heavy. So, I don't know about that. So, but got a lot of good stuff going on here. A couple of really good vices here. Got the little one, the baby one here. And when things go really bad, I got the monster right there. You can see, big, huge vise with a nice big spot right there to pound on things if I need it. So, oh, and the other good news, it's always good to have an air compressor. Let's see if I can get that right. Boom. I got it fixed. It works now. So, it's awesome. And a note for all of you out there who have garages, workshops, whatever. This thing right here, right there, I'm going to unplug it so you can see. Right there, that. It's LED. Kicks about, I want to say 800 lumens, maybe a little bit more. $24 at Lowe's. I think it pulls about 13 watts. It replaced a dual, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even remember. The light, with the tube lights. I can't believe it. The fluorescents. Dual fluorescent that pulled 500 watts, and it's actually brighter. So if you have a shop and you have fluorescent lights outside, especially the ones that are that take a while to light up in the cold, go get one of these bad boys. It's about I think it's $24 for the 4-footer. They do have a 2-footer, and they also have one that's dual lit. As you can see, this is just one bar. So if you've got a shop and you have the fluorescents, swap them out for these bad boys. It'll save you a ton of electricity. They come on the minute you flip the switch, and they're pretty awesome. No, I haven't had any single malt yet. None at all. I've been busy. Yes, Corey, that's right. Fluorescents. My brain's been going. So the other thing we're going to talk about is so this is where all the magic happens for all the stuff, the kilt stuff that I do. So one of the things that we've been big on lately, and has been a huge problem for folks wearing kilts, is dealing with fear. And that fear is the fear of what people are going to say, fear of rejection, fear of people telling you no, and the fear of what other people are going to say or think, or worse than all of that, is fear inside your head of failure, because you're like, I can't do that. So at work, one of the things we do is we do day-long workshops with our clients, helping them understand the nuts and bolts, getting... Most of the clients are new business folks, but some of them have been in business for a good long time. We dive in to understand exactly what it is about their business that they're trying to sell, how they're doing it, what they should work on, what things they're doing amazingly well, and what's keeping them from succeeding. And we had a really good workshop Friday, and the guy wanted to grow his business. And he was scared to, because he was like, there's so much work to do. So much work, so much stuff to do, so many things. There's just, the amount of stuff that was necessary is astronomical. And we sat with him. End of the day, he's like, wow, I can do this. We walked through all of the things that he's doing, his operational methods, how he's handling his scheduling, what he's doing, how he's using technology, how he's using social media, all of those different things. Trying to help him understand, or trying to help us understand how he's doing business and why he's afraid to move on. He left the thing feeling completely confident in himself and his abilities. And the best thing that he said out of all of the things all day long, he's like, you guys know you're drastically underpriced right now. People would pay double, triple, even quadruple what you're charging for this kind of stuff. So that right there says it all. That means it's working. And that applies, especially like with Corey. You're out here. I remember the first time, Corey, we talked about doing the videos. He's like, well, I don't know. I don't know about those video things. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Like, Corey, you can do this. This is easy. And, the one you did Thursday, Corey, awesome. Epic video. I'd swear that it's just, you had a whole film crew and everything there. Really good video, dude. That's what it is. It's getting over that fear. Corey's gotten over it. A client Friday, he saw it. It showed up. He kicked its butt. It left early, and he's still stuck around to work more. Awesome stuff. When you see that fear, you counter it or confront it and say, you know what, screw you. I'm going to do this anyway. And that's what we do every day when we're on our kilts. Those of us who wear them on a regular basis, we've like, you know what, I don't care what people think about my kilt. I'm wearing it. I like it. It's good for me. I use it for work. I use it for whatever's going on. And you're confident and you're kicking some serious ass wearing that kilt. And if you haven't embraced the kilt yet because you have one, you don't want to, you're worried, you know what, find somebody in your area who wears a kilt. If not, just, start wearing it around family things, events, functions, stuff where there's friendly people that aren't going to give you as much crap as you'd expect. And then work on it from there. Exactly, Carl. Carl's doing awesome. For those of you who don't know, Carl is taking on the task, and he's actually translating Kiltology Volume 1 into French. And He didn't think he could do it. Well, he's kicking some ass. He showed me some of the stuff he's done, and I think he's halfway done or so. I don't even know. He's worried about typos and whatnot. And for those of you who've read Kiltology Volume 1, you know that typos, yeah, that happens when the guy editing the book is also the guy who wrote the book. And what was written was actually written on the back of a bar napkin after a couple of Guinnesses. And some of it might make sense, some of it might not, some of it just like, what is going on here? But it's published. So once he's done, once Carl's done with it, I'm going to take his work, I'm going to actually publish it as is. I'm going to trust his word for it. 59. Yeah, 59. Yeah, there's two 59s in Volume 1. I didn't even know that. Don't care at this point. And you know what? For those of you who've read the books, and just remember what it says when you look at the table of contents. It's pretty interesting, pretty cool. Yeah. So Carl, he took that fear, kicked its butt, and soon he's going to have his name on the cover of a published book, which is pretty awesome. And I know Corey kicking some serious ass down there in Texas. You should talk to Nathan, though. You guys could cause a serious stir down there. Have a ton of great times down there, and especially just like the client we had on Friday. And again, we had some clients on Thursday. Exact same thing. All of those fears, all of those worries, those concerns. It's all about education. Once you understand a thing, it's real easy to do that thing. It's when you don't know what you're getting into is when you're scared. So that's right there the reason why I do these videos. Because if you don't know, well, you don't want to get into it. So I'm trying to get out there and say, hey, you can do this. You don't need to be afraid of anything. You don't need to be afraid of what your friends are saying. You don't need to be afraid of what they're going to do at work or what they're going to say at Walmart. You don't need to worry about that. Because as long as you are having a good time and you are confident and you feel good about yourself, who cares? Why does it matter? Why does it matter that the person that you don't know at the end of aisle 6 is sitting there looking weird? So what? Guess they don't have much. Guess they don't have anything else to do with their time but sit around and watch you. Maybe they want to be like you because you're doing awesome. That's how I put it. Like, you know what? If they're making such a fuss about what I'm doing, obviously they need a little bit of inspiration in their life so that they can, take the bull by the horns and kick some ass on their own. Because right now, obviously, they're looking at you, me, whomever, and they're like, wow, that guy's got balls to wear that to Walmart. So, with that, I am going to ask for a Kiltology. Yes, Carl, that would be awesome. Yeah, Chris, that's why I did the whole video on kilt swish, because the swish of the kilt. Oh, you know what? I'm pissed now. I could have put this here the whole time, and it would have been steady, well lit, and I could talk to you. I talk with my hands. You guys all know that. I could have done this and it would have been a piece of cake, but no, I'm sitting there holding the damn thing the whole time like a moron. Anyway, everybody wants Volume 2, so here we go, Volume 2. Hell, once it gets warm, I might do them out here more often. I'm going to set up a little poster or something. I don't know. So, Volume 2. So, this is funny. As you all know, I'm on the modern day equivalent of a webcam. Camera, internet, live streaming. I discovered something some time ago. Kiltology number 418, webcams. It is a little known fact that the invention of the webcam was actually commissioned by a group of kilt-loving lasses. They had approached the inventor with a proposition. He created a camera small enough to be used on a computer that was able to broadcast anywhere in the world, and he keeps all the credit and riches it would bring him. The lasses only wanted a secret passcode so they could turn on the webcams in the bedrooms of slumbering kilties to get a peek of that kiltie in his kilt as it laid on the chair across the room. Now you know why there's a webcam on just about every laptop made and cell phone and pretty much anything that can hook up to the internet. It's got a camera on it. Because somewhere in the world, there's this little room with a bunch of women, or men, who knows, people loving the kilt. They found this dude who invented it, and they said, hey, I want that passcode. And they're sitting there watching us in our sleep. It's a very scary thing. So, remember we talked about this earlier? This little kilt dude? He is going to go into the tumbler tomorrow. Can't run it at night because it's actually really loud. I leave it in the garage and it sounds like something's falling apart in here. So, tomorrow he's going in the tumbler, and tomorrow night, I know on 110, I'm giving away that leather belt. Tomorrow night, Sunday night, he is going to be given away to someone on the live video feed. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet, but this dude is going to somebody on the feed tomorrow night. So, until I see everyone tomorrow night, I'm shooting for 9 o'clock as best as humanly possible. So, till then, be strong. Put a kilt on. Remember, don't be afraid. I got your back. Talk to you tomorrow.